I don't think anyone here is going to be drafting like White Claws, but anything like that has like different subsets of flavors, I feel like you could just take White Claws and all the White Claws are out there.
I don't even know what that is, but okay.
Perfect. Joining us once again on the podcast is Energy FC's head soccer coach, John Pascarella. But today, we are also joined by his assistant, Leigh Veidman. Leigh, you're new. What's up, man?
I'm good. I'm excited for the drinks challenge.
Yeah, we're excited too. We just ask, how's it been living together since everything started and you've been spending more quality time since everything has happened?
Well, John's the cook.
What cooks?
He's got a wide variety. He's got a lot of tools in his toolkit, so to speak.
Okay.
Something different. I won't give all the recipes.
I imagine you guys are spending more time together, in the house than you probably expected the entire season through quarantine.
We expected to spend a lot of time together. I don't know that we expected to spend it all here, quarantined, but that's actually why we decided to live together. Why run back and forth between apartments? Because we're going to spend a lot of time together. Why not just live together? You have a room, I'll get a room. Let's just make it work. It'll be interesting when the wives get here.
And the animals.
Yeah, it'll be good. We'll have our own farm, zoo, and home, so it'll be great.
Well, you can fundraise. Put up a petting zoo, charge admission, and
My kids would love that.
Make some extra cash.
Exactly. Did
you
make a list of some of my drinks of choice here while we're?
Oh, great way to spell JP.
Okay, well, I'll throw you a bone here. Did you guys come up with a plan for JP? If you're ever sent off on the touchline and Leigh has to step in for you, how is that going to be afterward? Gonna be tense coming back home, having to figure it out? What the heck? You hang him out to dry, or is he's like, yeah, big man's gone, time to take over?
I think he would love it. I think he'd love the fact that he could come home and bust my chops. I'd probably be mad at myself for having lost all emotional control, but it would probably be very laughable. So, well, maybe not. Depends on how bad it was.
If we win, it'll be fine.
If we win and I didn't choke the referee, it'll all be fine.
Perfect.
Great.
So, well, I think that we've stalled long enough. Christine, would you like to introduce what exactly we're doing here today?
Today is our first ever drinks challenge. We will each be drafting one drink and we'll do rounds of 4.
Yeah.
So it'll be a snake draft where the last person picked will go again. So first person gets one pick, second person gets another pick, third person gets one pick, and then the fourth person will pick one and then another, and it will go backwards. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can choose anything, but it has to be specific. So you can't just say beer. You have to say Guinness or Corona.
Yeah, right.
Ugh.
So
No, none of that. We don't. Corona's dead. We don't do that anymore.
So everyone.
And there's a difference between Bud and Bud Light.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a difference between Coors Light and the banquet beer, all that stuff. So
Okay.
Now, if you choose all beer, though, it might be a little bit of a cheat. But
Yeah.
that's your decision. So we're going to go ahead.
Good luck winning.
what was that?
Good luck winning.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
got to have some variety in there if you really want to get the masses, You can't have a team of all forwards.
No. And we're all about winning. Get a little variety in there. Let's go.
Let's go.
So we have predetermined the list, the draft order, that is. Christine, she won our last bracket challenge, so she'll be drafting first. Leigh, this is your first time on, so we're going to go ahead and give you the second spot. JP will let you take third, and I'll draft in the 4-hole. Sound good?
Okay, we're in.
Okay.
All right, Christine, start us off.
So my first pick is probably one of my favorite things to order out, and that's a margarita. You can't do better than margarita on the beat.
Here you go.
My favorite.
Got to scribble it off my list.
Tragic.
Definitely a short list, but a great one, huh? Margarita.
It just got shorter.
Yeah, just shorter. I got it.
Good one.
All right, so margarita's off the board. Over to you, Leigh.
Okay, my first drink of choice is an old-fashioned with 2 cubes of ice only.
I'll be sure to note that so that the people voting know exactly 2 cubes of
It's
ice.
important.
Gotta have the ratio correct.
Can't water it down.
No.
Or if they have the correct ice cubes, the big balls or the big square, just 1.
What if you have one of those ice cubes that don't melt? They just like stay cold in a
You
glass.
can have them too. You've got like the stone ones that you
Yeah.
put in the freezer, and you can use them too. Good idea.
As a struggling journalist, I have never been in any establishment that uses anything other than ice. They don't get that nice. I don't have that kind of money, you know.
Yep, got it. I'm not living a very different lifestyle than you, my friend.
All right, so margarita and the old-fashioned with 2 cubes of ice off the board, although old-fashions in general are now nixed. JP, what you got?
I'm going to go with, I'm just going to start traditional with a shot of tequila.
Nice.
Yes. Dang it.
Nice.
Go straight. Let's go. Quick start.
Are the only shots I can do.
Actually,
Yeah. First out of the gate.
Gotta go strong.
Got to go strong, front runner.
That was my number 1 choice as well.
You look so disappointed.
Snipe. Okay, we have to regroup. I've now got 2. Okay, so the first one, my go-to, other than shots of tequila, which, damn you, I'm gonna go Crown and Coke. Crown and Coke. That's my other go-to. If we're not just doing shots of tequila, give me some Crown and Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crown and Coke. Now I've got to regroup. My whole draft strategy's just been thrown out the board here.
so now you've chosen Crown. Crown is off the board, right?
No,
just
you-
Crown and Coke.
Anything else with Crown? Yeah, I'm specifically going Crown and Coke. Yeah. So I guess, look, I'm a big beach guy. If I can't have a margarita in my hand, my number 2 choice would be a pina colada. So I'm going to grab the pina colada in the 2-hole for me. And then we snake back around to JP.
There's a lot of tequila that went off the board there
Yes.
in that first round.
Strong.
Okay. So,
Go big or go home.
did you say it's my turn?
Yes.
Yes, JP.
Back to me. So I will go with, because your idea of the Crown and Coke. I'm a big Crown and 7 guy after games.
There you go.
Okay.
So there's that, and there's another one and 7-Up that I like after games, but I'll mention that later if it's not taken. But I'll go with the Crown and 7 to back up my tequila.
Okay. And real quick, Leigh, before we go, we've mentioned after games. Last time JP was on the pod, we noted that he currently has the worst winning percentage of any head coach in Energy history. Are you embarrassed to be a part of this staff that is?
I guess that record sticks with me as well then, right?
Yeah, I believe so. How are you that quarantine? That lives with you on, even though we're all stuck inside.
Yeah.
It goes here and it goes out there.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm keeping
Guys,
up with my videos.
Listen, at some point in time, when you guys are really famous, I'm going to be able to get back.
Yes.
Perfect.
There'll be plenty of opportunity because we
Yeah.
give you plenty of stuff to shoot. All right, Leigh, we're back over to you.
By the way, my team, I think, is the strongest.
Shocking.
Tequila and Crown and 7. So now if you just want to stroll up to a bar in a hotel lobby, boom, you got the Crown and 7. If you're walking into a place and you're ready and you want to get like smashed and you want to get started quick and early, I mean, you go with the tequila. Right now, my front 2,
Fair.
good luck competing.
You make a good
Here's the
argument.
thing, but me and Leigh don't even have our number 2 picks yet. You can't
Yeah,
even
we'll see.
compare until we
We'll
round out
see.
second round.
Good. Listen, I'm just saying good luck. That's all. I'm being gracious.
Right. My second pick is going to be Scotch.
Okay. Nice shot.
Sticking
Right on.
with the strong stuff.
Wow.
We imported Leigh, and he's like, you Americans, you silly American. Why would you dilute anything? There's no point.
Just 2 cubes of ice. And
Just 2 cubes, that's all he needs. I'm trying to figure out if I should go like classic white girl or if I should go what I actually did.
Do it.
As the only white girl on this podcast, you'll kind of corner that market if you go classic white girl. I don't know how many white girls vote in our.
I don't think very many white girls vote in our.
Okay.
I'm trying to win, go for the gold here.
Well, good luck. JP thinks that he's.
Obviously, I apparently have so much competition. Apparently.
Yeah. Why even draft the other 2 rounds?
I think I'm gonna go what I usually do, and I usually go for a vodka sour when I go drink.
Okay.
So that's my drink of choice.
Strong.
All right.
So.
And then you have another one.
I do have another pick. Okay, and now I'll go classic white girl. I don't know what I was thinking. I had 2 picks. So classic white girl pick a mimosa.
Mimosa. Okay.
Just come.
Your lack of picking strategy there showed your youth. Didn't realize she had the back-to-backs.
Yeah. Well, either that or it means that she hasn't played a ton of fantasy football over the last few years.
Or she's already drank all 3 of those drinks already.
Yeah.
Leigh for the win. But
she's well down the list. Good for you.
Listen, if you're not drinking during a drink draft, I don't know what you're doing.
You know what? I was going to do it, but because it was being videoed, I wasn't sure what the ground rules were. So mine's hiding under the table.
We won't tell anyone.
No one will know. Sorry, little secret.
All right, back to Leigh. Your 3rd round pick.
Okay, this is my drink of choice after games. Is usually a New England style IPA.
Gotcha.
You need a specific brand. One of my favorites is in Colorado called Outer Range, and it's called In the Steep is the name of the beer.
I have never heard someone be so specific.
He's not messing around.
He's like, I know what I like.
Have you heard of the app called Untapped?
Say what?
Have you heard of the app called Untapped?
No.
Basically a beer app where you track beer and all the beers you've had and you rate them. That's how serious I am about beer.
Oh, okay. Well, we will now all be downloading this app from now on. One of my best friends, when he's back in town, all we do is, hey, this local brewery opened up. Let's just head over there and see what they've got.
That's exactly what I do. Go and buy the beer, bring it home, drink it, rate it, and say, yeah, I'll have that again, or no, I'm never touching that again.
Yeah, exactly. He's in Huntsville, Alabama right now. And so we basically, I'm not sure this is totally legal to be shipping beer across state lines, but we basically
There's a thing, it's called beer mail.
Okay, yeah. He'll send me the new stuff from the breweries around Huntsville, and I'll send him the new stuff around here, and that way we're always locked in.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Right.
All right, JP. Well, you've already got the greatest team in the history of alcohol. So now you're just showing off. Where's your luxury piece here? Come on, let's see.
It's only going to get better here. This is a strong pick. Because what was his official pick there at the end? What was his?
Scotch, right?
Nope.
No.
What was
Nope.
it?
No.
What was it?
It was the IPA.
IPA. Sorry.
But was it IPA or was it that specific
The
IPA?
specific New England style IPA.
Okay, so IPAs are still on the board.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I asked because with your team, again, you're killing yourself by making something specific. You should have gone IPA. You would be winning all of those people on board that love IPAs. But people who like all these IPAs but hate your shitty IPA aren't going to go for your
Here's the thing, is
IPA.
my IPA is the most popular.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have any idea because I've
No, we
never
don't.
had an IPA in my
Don't
life.
argue with the beer expert.
But I have had a number of glasses of Malbec, and I've loved them all. So Malbec would be my number 3.
Gotcha.
After my shot of tequila and my double Crown and like triple, maybe Crown and 7.
That's where I'm at. I do doubles, JP. It's okay.
It's
You're
just,
not alone.
Good to see,
it's just extra.
good to see we've ended up in the same gutter.
Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like a good time to me. I'm
happens.
not.
It's just more efficient. Less trip to the bar.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so let's see. I've got Crown and Coke already. I've got the Pina Colada already. This is my other favorite. If we're doing alcoholic mixed drinks, not beer, the Moscow Mule. That's my 3rd round pick.
Yeah.
I love me a good Moscow Mule, and my favorite thing with the Moscow Mule is everyone has their own take on it with their own house. They'll put their own house beer in it or things like that. And I just love that because it just makes it a unique experience no matter where you go. But you're going to get the same level of quality, just the same baseline.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my old number 8. He's going to hold everything.
I think that's a strong shout, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. It's he's the N'Golo Kante of this draft. Let's be honest. He's it's not going to look super sexy on paper, and then you just see him running, and you're just like, wow.
Strong choice. I like it.
All right, so for my 4th choice, I don't have a beer yet, and I know that this has been thrown around a ton in the rule setting and all of that. I was hoping by putting it into the ether, people would stay away. I am a huge Guinness man. I don't need a huge alcohol by volume stout, anything like that. Just give me a cold Guinness, and I'm a happy camper. So Guinness will round out my list, gives me a beer, and gives me some history.
That is an unbelievably good choice.
Thank you.
History. What do you mean history?
Say what?
What do you mean history?
You said it gives you some history.
Yeah, it's world renowned, worldwide. It has a reputation, many years of being just high quality. So it gives me some well traveled, you know.
So when I go home to Liverpool, my grandfather, he drinks nothing but Guinness. He is Guinness's biggest fan. He's got Guinness slippers. He's got a Guinness hat.
He's
got
loyal.
Guinness pajamas. He has got everything. So even when he goes out on a Sunday, he basically dresses like a pint of Guinness. Suit, black tie, and a white shirt, and he looks like a pint of Guinness when he goes out. And
That's amazing.
So every Sunday is religiously, you go out on a Sunday. His era goes out on a Sunday, and that's the day to go out. So anytime I'm home, I go out with him on a Sunday, and he drinks Guinness like it's water, and I'm trying to keep up drinking Guinness. It doesn't work, but
Guinness it hits you on 2 fronts. One, it's a little bit stronger than most just general beers that you'll get. So after a few glasses, you're like, oh, once you get up to go. But also, it's just so heavy that like you don't need a meal. Yeah, you don't need to eat anyway. It's just like it's like a beer milkshake, and it's fantastic. So,
yeah.
All right, JP, let's see. Round out your list here.
Well, it's funny. You said that, and it's a great transition because mine has one of the pieces of it is Guinness, and that's a car bomb.
Oh, there you go.
Just drop that shot in there, and I think that, like you said, it's a meal. It's a good way to end the night. You've been drinking all night. You're going to want to go to Denny's anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have that meal right there at the bar.
Well, okay, so coming from Minnesota, you don't have the experience with now you haven't lived in Minnesota all your life. That was your last stop. You're out of practice with Waffle House. Waffle House is
I'm 53 years old. I'm well aware, and by the way, grew up in the American soccer landscape. I'm well aware of Waffle House.
I just got to say, Waffle House is not a sponsor, but I will not accept any sponsorships from anyone but Waffle House in the 3 a.m. hungoverness, unless Denny's wants to call. But Waffle House is the official 3 a.m. rallying point of the Sideline Morning Podcast.
No, it is not. We have not. No, I'm not
Waffle House.
Agreeing to this.
It's Waffle House.
I am IHOP born and bred. I refuse
Okay.
to go to Waffle House.
It's Waffle House. Leigh, you have a 4th round pick here.
Okay. What am I going? All right, so I've gone for old-fashioned. I've gone for scotch, a little nightcap. I've gone for some beer, night in, or maybe a night with the guys, having some beers. Now for the date night drink.
Oh.
I'm going to guess. Normally I go out for the steak with the wife, have a nice steak, have a nice little date night, and I would probably go for a glass of red, which would be a Zinfandel.
Gotcha.
Whoa.
There you go. That's how you dismount right there.
Yeah.
That's how you dismount.
For real.
Well done.
This is tough.
All right, Christine. Follow that up.
Right. Yeah. Thank
Buena
you.
suerte.
Yeah, good
Thanks
luck.
for that. I'm the young one here, so I feel like I should play that up with my picks for my final pick.
Okay.
And since I'm fresh out of college, fresh off the tailgating game, I'm going to do whatever I would get in a tailgate. It's a hurricane.
A hurricane and a tailgate?
Yes.
What?
What do you mean what?
Okay. It's a great drink. When I think tailgate, I think like Natty Light.
What is a hurricane?
I'm a girl. I don't drink beer.
Okay, fair. Okay, hurricane.
I thought she was going to say like an upside down.
What's a hurricane?
Beer
A
ball?
hurricane? It's so great. There's rum, lemon juice.
Okay, so basically,
like
if you go to
syrup.
New Orleans, they take every like citric like juice that you've got, and then every like leftover alcohol and just like dump it in. Basically, is what a hurricane.
Hey, party!
And then they say, "Hey, it looks nice."
And then you go hard. And that's how it happens.
Stick an umbrella in it, you good.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So just to recap, so Christine, she drafted the margarita, the vodka sour, a mimosa, and then a hurricane. Leigh, he grabbed the old fashioned 2 cubes of ice, no more, no less. 2 cubes of ice if you're dealing with real ice. Scotch, a New England style IPA, and the Zinfandel, a glass of the Zinfandel. He wants to make sure that everyone knows he's bougie.
He's a classy man.
He's a classy man, a Renaissance man.
Always drink with my little pinky up.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. God save the queen, right? And then we've got, for JP, a shot of tequila, Crown and 7, the Malbec, and then the Car Bomb. And then we finish it out with me, Crown and Coke, Pina Colada, Moscow Mule, and the Guinness. Friends, I think it's safe to say that we are all going to be wearing sunglasses all day tomorrow. Going to eat a very, very greasy, hearty hash brown breakfast.
Yeah.
And
At IHOP, not Waffle House.
yeah, we're your breakfast of choice.
At Waffle Hop.
Yes, the Waffle Hop. Get the home run breakfast at the Waffle Hop.
Yeah, great.
So, gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. And we last talked to JP last week. Any update? How's the team going? How are you guys doing with all the, quarantine fun?
Update. It sucks still, but we're getting along. We're still doing a lot of stuff through Zoom and meeting with the guys. They're doing workouts collectively together with us on Zoom a couple times a week. They're still doing some stuff independently. We're lucky because the weather's decent here. So they've been out on their own in parks, kicking a ball around and doing their own thing, which sucks for them in terms of having to go to parks to do it. But that's life right now, So they're dealing with it. I know the owners are meeting this week, so I think we'll have an update on the time frame. Originally, we were supposed to start training next week and start playing in the middle of next month. I think that'll get pushed a little bit, but I don't know how far. And I think they'll give us a good indication with this next timetable that they set. So I would think early May we start training, maybe early June we start playing. That's what I would think, but I really have no indication at this point. But they're meeting and we'll figure it out.
Leigh, I've seen all of your how to say fit at home videos for the Energy FC. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's fun. It's just trying to be creative and get some content out there for a broad spectrum of ages to get on the ball, stay fit, and add some strength work in there and to try and encompass it all into one quick activity. So it's been fun and hopefully it's useful.
Yeah.
And Leigh, I hate to pick on you here. We only have a 1-game sample size, but you appear to be the team's designated encouragement coach off the bench, always up clapping, things like that. Have you had to work on that with JP around the house? JP gets through a very simple task and you're up and, hey, good work, keep spirits up. Or do you have to keep that going, or is that just going to come back naturally once practice starts in again?
When he gets out of bed before 10 a.m. is when I do that.
Oh, yes. Yes.
After he takes a shower. Good job, buddy.
Positive reinforcement for everything good that goes on during the day. He made his bed.
Beautiful.
He flushed the toilet.
Yeah.
You wash the dishes.
Woo-hoo! Almost never happens.
Right.
Well, see, this is a secret.
Cook, he cleans.
Yeah, no. That's the secret I learned early on in my house, that if I cook dinner, no one looks to me to do the dishes. So that's where turn some Food Network on, stuff like that. Learn a few things, and you have to do the dishes.
27 years, my wife and I, we've lasted because I cook, she cleans, or she cooks, I clean. That's it. Nobody asks a question. One does one, the other does the other. That's it.
It's a good give and take.
Because I'm used to cooking and cleaning back in Colorado. I get a break from one of them, so.
Leigh's just like, yeah!
We're living large. We're living large during the break.
Good.
Well, one last thing. So the Bundesliga, they're trying to get things going here the first weekend of May. I saw a report today that the Premier League told their players to be ready on 48 hours notice, essentially, to get back into training. Once those games start going on overseas, is there anything that you and the team can take from watching like actual live soccer? I know that you guys, there's only a limited amount of film on you and your opponents that you have from preseason and your one game that you played. So is there anything that you can do with the new influx of live soccer, or do you just worry about focusing on yourselves?
No, I think it'd be great to have live games, and I'll tell you why. We can talk all about principles and the way we want to play, and it'd be great to have our own games, right? But we only have one. You said the sample size earlier was small. But even now, if we want to start talking about our game and the way we want to play, and we want to compare it or put clips together and videos together, they're all of games that happened a month ago or 6 weeks ago or 2 months ago or a year ago. So the players don't have any emotional attachment to them anymore, you know? Whereas if we played a game next week in the Bundesliga and we showed them that game, there'd be so much excitement around that game, and you could start to, I think, actually have people more excited about digging into the tactical work and doing some of the group work like that on that kind of video, just because it's new, just because it's now, you know? So the sooner somebody comes back, the better. The sooner we come back, the better. I've heard that they're on the front foot because they're already training. So they believe where they are that getting together in small groups is not a bad idea. I think we'll get there here in the next couple of weeks where we'll be comfortable with small groups, not a stadium full of people, but small groups. So people can probably start training. And once you've been training 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, you can start playing. Now, fans in the stadium, different story. But the guys getting together and training and a healthy group getting together, I think you'll be okay. You know, I think you'll be okay. So we'll see. We're chomping at the bit to go at it again.
Well, if you ever have any problems with emotional attachment to the game, I've always found if you put on the 2012 Champions League final, that gets the blood pumping like nobody else real quick.
Yeah, who was in that final?
That would be Bayern Munich and this small club in London with no history. Oh, Chelsea, the only one to win a European Cup in that one.
Got it.
Got
Got it. I recall. Yeah, very good. Very good. Love it. It is right.
When someone picks on Chelsea, I love it.
Happens.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, thank you again for hopping on. This was a bunch of fun, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. And hopefully we'll be meeting up with you guys soon in a soccer setting. That would be exciting.
It's great to see you guys at the training ground in a week or two, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.